That's the call to order.
What?
Oh, goodness. No.
You guys are good whenever you're ready.
Can you get your phone, please?
No,
Open up the,
no, I thought Joe was going.
open up the email.
I was just curious if that, yeah, was failed, that's all, not a big question.
Hi. Either one, you can go right in there. You guys have everything you need right there? You see anything that might be missing? You got all the properties that we need to discuss, right?
Yep.
I'm getting the January ones right now.
So I know what's going on.
Want me to get a pad and paper?
Yep. Pen's right there. That's good. Yep, yep. You can make the notes. Hold the order and see. Additions to agenda.
Okay, so that one's getting tabled again?
Now, yeah.
One Bob. No two here. Wasn't that big.
I think both of them were. I don't know if they were on site or not. Frank or not, I can't remember.
One gentleman was on Zoom, I thought. Going in there. We can approve the last
Are you, okay, so are you guys called to order?
7:30, so. You all set, Bob?
I'm fine here, except I can't see you guys. I don't know.
You can't see us?
No, Susan, I can't see you. If it's your thing, I just see your name. I see Stephanie.
That's weird.
We don't see you.
Really? We can see you.
There you are.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's on me. Why is it should be on these guys?
Yeah.
That's what he just.
I see we got a big screen there too, so that's good.
January minutes. I need to approve it.
It's here in January, that's good.
Yeah.
So are we, all right, so who are you anybody alternates being seated?
No.
Okay,
No, we're all set.
okay.
I'm good with the minutes.
This man.
Oh, no.
Wait, sorry.
It's January.
Oh, there's January and May over there.
Well, January was me, Carl, and Chris.
Right.
Thank you for the word.
We could prove that. All right, everybody ready? Showing the road here. I'll call the Inland Wetlands Meet Commission for water, 7:35. Start off. We don't need alternates, we're all set with the agenda. Approval of minutes for May. Have we seen the minutes of May? Let's start off with those.
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions?
Questions, submissions?
I'll make a motion to accept the May 6th, 2021 minutes as they are.
Motion's been made.
I'll second.
Seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes so carried.
Well, actually, so Tom, you didn't, this is Bob Panko, you didn't seat me. And it's me and you and Carl that have to vote on this.
Technically see them. You gotta see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure.
You need to seat me for the purposes of voting.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I can't vote on May because I wasn't there.
there you go.
Sorry, Bob. We'll technically just seat you. How's that?
Well, seat me for at least this voting, yeah. there you
Okay.
go. And then January, I believe, too.
Yep, yeah, I wasn't in January. You were at the January meeting. I wasn't.
I was there too, yeah.
Yes.
So we need you for January.
Yep.
So, yes, I second the motion and I vote aye.
Okay. January meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the January 7th, 2021 minutes as they are.
Motion made. January 7th, 2021.
I can second those.
Seconded.
I was here.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Opposed? January 7th is passed. Thank you, Bob.
all righty.
All right. No comments from the audience. Move on. Old bit on the old business.
Just here to present on the application if there's any questions.
Okay. We'll move to 207 Brown Road, driveway construction process. George and Stephanie Vargas. 14 Beach Extension, single family residence. We'll do the 207 Brown Road first.
All right.
You have the map for you.
Has a driveway permit been, applied for that site?
Yeah, Joe's not here tonight. She's going fishing.
Yeah, okay, has a driveway permit been,
Yes.
applied for?
Yes.
Has, anybody been out there to look from the town? Well, wonderful, was there any comments from the town, the driveway?
Not that I know of. I walked the driveway up to here. That's about it. So,
Yeah, this one's right across from,
Yeah,
Deaner's old
right.
house, right?
yeah, the old house. Yep. The office up here. Further up.
And this is all, the drawing is from 1990, right?
Yeah.
And expired in 1995. That's okay, it's a drawing, but for a different purpose. However, what's been built out on Brown Road based on this drawing? What's on here? So,
One of the lots is built on, Joe said. I have visited.
yeah,
Because I inquired.
What's the question? What's been built there?
yeah, what's been out of
That's probably one of the few lots that isn't built on.
Oh, okay.
Well, the only one left.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the last, so most of this is built out.
I can't say that there isn't any up by Bob's or something, there might be a vacant lot back up in here, but as long as, yeah, that's pretty well.
So it's been built like the plan said it should. Okay, that's all I want. I just wanted to make sure, like, you know, it wasn't a plan that it sat stagnant or anything.
It's taking house back.
Well, that's why I asked about the permit, if there was any more increased water volume there, because on the other side of whatever Bob's address is, there's been 2 houses put in there.
Yep.
It's not in this permit. And I'm not sure what way the water flow is there.
Okay.
It's probably out toward the brook, not,
Mhm.
not back towards, this 207. But that would alter the surface water in that area. Because that wasn't part of this plan.
Yeah, I didn't ask about the driveway, I asked Joe Firo if he'd been there, and if the adjacent pipes were working, if there was any evidence of flooding, clogging, etc. And he said it looked good, that's all I had to go by.
Lester, whatever's crossing that property is not crossing my property. So it's moving from, north to south.
Yeah, towards the brook, towards the brook. You're talking about those 2 new houses, right? Pass up by you?
Well, no,
So my question is, does those 2 new houses across from the cemetery increase any volume of water toward this 207 drainage system?
no, the only increase of flow has been into the culvert that goes across Brown Road into and crosses to the south of Brown Cemetery.
Okay, into that cornfield.
Yeah, right across from my house.
Yeah, across from your driveway.
Right, right.
Basically.
But no, the flow from this 207 is further to the south of me, and the flow that he's talking about on this project does not cross my property. So it's flowing further to the south, and it's going down to the little drainage that goes down there past David Neiman's place. Right on
Yeah,
the,
the one that crosses right there on the corner.
right on the corner, right.
Okay, all right, just asking, that's all.
As they say, just saying.
Okay, thank you for your input. Okay, I didn't know which way the flow was.
Yeah.
from up or not. Well, being there, for a long time since I walked that piece of road. I got no more.
Any questions, comments?
You look
I don't
at,
have any other questions. I looked at it before
Yeah.
the other meeting.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the application for William Rose at 207 Brown Road as it is.
Motion made,
I'll second.
motion made and seconded. All's in favor?
Fine.
Right? Opposed? Okay, 207 is passed.
Original plans were for building.
Yeah. And this is approved on the old set of standards. These are the revamp 2012, and these prints are 11 years out of stamp. Out of should be reviewed by the new standards technically and restamp. Looked at it as a total review. But this is
How close is it to even? As far as that goes?
none of it, it's not here.
Oh.
They want, they'd like to ask us for approval on an 11-year-old print that's expired on the 1980 era rules, and they changed in 2012.
This is the new structure, but this is the old plan.
Yeah.
Proposed.
Yes. All the setbacks have changed within the 2012. So now we're talking about a 400-foot setback. I think the review the whole lot now. It's close, isn't it?
Working on 14 Beachview Extension, Bob.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the, on Google Earth.
Okay.
That's the dock, this is the lake. That wouldn't have met the standard back then, would it? Yeah.
It's the idea. It's logical. The septic system is supposed to come instead of as far away as you can, with the dirt closer all the way in. We're supposed to protect the lake, and this is a minimalistic presentation.
Well, the new standard is 60. That's like.
But we have 400 foot review.
Right.
So we could look around, do the best thing for the lake. Keep it
Yeah.
clean.
That's right. Shows. No, that's just the building. This is oriented, this is.
I should.
This
Well,
is new setback.
This is what they wanted. This is the original stuff. They didn't review it.
Septic's gonna be close to the lake. Back here. Ooh, that's right.
Yeah, but they put that in, that can be changed. There's nothing that says we can't flip this around.
It's existing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could go this, well, it depends on the setback, is go this way. But this has got to be, the new setback is 60 feet, right? So,
we've got a full review of the whole lot now. That we didn't have. And it's a new clean, it's a new application, it's a clean sheet of paper.
somebody's gonna have to walk the site, or. And this has relief on it too, right? The relief also, so we've got. That's.
We're supposed to have 2 foot total.
190. Yeah. It's not bad. This isn't always. Mitigation. That's good. Looks good. And there's a new setback on this. It's, 1 feet.
1 inch and 10 feet.
My 15. My 15 size.
Almost.
Put it this way. This from here to.
It should be put this whole thing, with the sewage back, the water front.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you filter it for 200 feet instead of 50 feet.
Yeah. Fires.
No detail on the abutting property. You're talking about bringing the storage this way?
Towards the street,
Yeah.
push it out there.
Yeah, okay, so you got the existing well.
Mhm.
All right, so you gotta get 75 feet from
So
there.
here's your boundary.
Put a new well in, get rid of it.
Yeah, it's gotta go, the well's gotta go somewhere.
I don't know if
Well, the
it's-
adjacent,
Yeah.
we need to know where the wells are in the adjacent
Adjacent.
property.
Well, that's it, that's what I say, you got no details on the adjacent property, you got a well. cut right
And
in.
the septic,
Could be on the neighbors, I don't know where they are. This map is,
Way here.
No, no. All right, so here's, okay, so here's your.
There's your.
you look at
That
that,
don't leave much.
here's the neighbor's well.
right down here.
Yeah.
Right down in the bottom.
Two wells.
what,
One here.
oh,
No,
no,
That's
that's
it.
a line.
There are just the wells here.
On
And
this
the neighbor's got 2 wells here.
Okay,
So you ain't got much up here to play with.
no, you've only got the front. You can't put a well in the corner. That's put it in the front.
Well, it depends on where, what's,
What's in
What's
this neighborhood?
here?
Yeah, we don't have enough information to be. make a decision.
because once you start drawing,
Well,
okay, let's say you even move here, and now you're up against the
what's-
existing
what's-
well problem.
What's down here for well and sewer? We don't have to conclude on.
It's not our decision to make on removing it, so for the outfit, whoever's property it is.
Yeah.
Can't go telling them to do that. You just advise them that,
Well,
it
we've got
doesn't conform. You gotta make sure it doesn't conform.
Why don't we do a complete, get a redo, the 2012 on regulations?
We can accept the application and, fulfill it.
So we did accept it last time.
Oh, was it? I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll walk it over, see what the pictures are on. Shane suggesting to go bigger than a well.
Well,
I think we need to know what's on the adjacent.
what's
other
adjacent
property.
to, what's the best case scenario for the water quality? That's what we're supposed to be testing.
Put sewer up here. And the well down here, what happens? Shit runs down here.
Yeah, well, just filters it for another 100 feet more in sand.
According to your notes, the septic system are currently installed in the minimum. Well, yeah, so that's already in it, right? You can't do a thing about that.
Oh, it's in the ground?
Well, according to
The last minutes.
the minutes of,
Oh,
May 6th.
We have confirmation, do we have to accept?
oh, that's right.
26. Mhm.
Okay, so they got an existing house there now. And they're gonna build a new house on
The original footprint.
Yeah.
Is the house there?
Yeah, there's an existing house itself.
Yeah, it's already in the ground.
Well, the proposed house, it's laid entirely on the foundation of the existing house.
Yeah. Shaped different.
It's the existing house.
No. it's-
No,
Yeah.
So really, all part of that is, you can, oh,
That's it.
it's already in the ground. And this, and that was based on.
the footprint isn't exactly the same on the new one.
40 feet.
40 from there.
Not me. Mhm. 30 feet away from the pond.
We have these people on screen.
Yes.
Yep, they're right there.
All right. I think you want- I think you want-
Go ahead.
Yes, hi guys, how are you? Hey, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I'm not sure if we are, but the septic and the well are already in the
Okay.
ground. So I just want to make that clear. The house is not, we're looking to build that house, using the old footprint and setbacks that we had, and then just enlarging it as close as we can based on the setbacks to the septic and the leach field there, and being able to be back enough from them. There's houses that are actually a lot closer than where we are, and I know maybe things have changed slightly. I'm not sure on all the rules and regulations, but we're just basically looking to put it up on that top piece of our lot, and then it slopes down to those galleys, and which we're not going to be on, and that the plan that we sent you there on 4/28/21 with the basically revisions from the original time that they were going to be building, wanting to build a house, that's basically a deck that we're just trying to put in there. But the house is, a little bit bigger, because it's got a garage and everything, but we're just trying to get more room with the deck and everything on there. So we're just working with those setbacks that are already in place with the galleys, the septic, the wells in the back corner in the front of the house, up in the front corner. I'm not sure if it shows that on the, so the existing well shows it on the original, the older plan.
Yep.
Corner there.
Is that an artesian well?
It's a new well. It was put in, I think 10 years ago. I just put a pump in it and everything.
Yeah, artesian.
Yeah, it looks like an artesian well. It's just got a pipe out of the.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
The footprint of the house is starting to be much bigger than what you got now, right? On the original footprint? It shows.
It's there's a smaller, I believe there's a smaller print that I printed for you. So that's kind of the footprint that we're looking to do. The original house that is there, we're keeping this 15-foot setback on the left. And
Yeah.
then we're keeping within the 25-foot setback on the right. And I think we're at least, if not more, over 50 feet away from the front property line to the street, to the road.
Yep.
And then as far as the beach is on the other end, I'm not quite sure what the distance is from there. But I do know there's, like I said, there's the only reason why I'm saying is there's other properties that are, right on the water. We're not even going to be on the water. We're up on the hill.
Right.
Yeah. So the site work was all done back when the plan was approved, and then the building was never built, or has there ever been anything on the structure at all?
No. So what's on the property right now is we just bought this land in December. It was a previous owner, and they had the previous the bigger one there that they were going to build a house on the lot. Never went through with it. Never did it. Got as far as getting plans and everything. Got some variances, and then didn't go through with it. Ended up selling the lot. We picked it up. We looked at the situation and what we have, and we're trying to basically go as big as we can on the lot, with what we have for setbacks and everything. And so it is a little bit bigger, but it's still basically in that footprint. And Joe's been down on the land with it. I met Joe down there already. Just letting you guys know, I noticed he's not there tonight.
Yeah, Joe went fishing tonight, so he said he wouldn't be here.
Yeah, he came down and he looked at it all, and I mean, I showed him on the old plan what we're looking to do and everything, and I mean, I don't know if anyone had a chance to talk to him or if he's mentioned anything about it, but he has come down and looked at the lot.
Yep.
What exists in some of the lots that are more. I know.
That's why it's just.
Yeah,
It's not.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. I'm not clear yet. We have a plan here from 2010,
Yes.
the larger plan. On this, when I'm sitting in front of me, it says existing house.
So there was a house on that lot back, I guess, before that. I don't know the full dynamics of it, but they actually moved that. There was an existing house on there. They took that off of that place where it was, and they moved that over into the upper corner there. They put a garage. They turned it into a garage. So there's a shed and a garage on there.
Well, then, let me continue on. There's lighter lines that says existing house. Then the plan I have here in front of me has what I would say was supposedly be a house that's in darker set of lines, like done with a heavy ink pen. So that's what's kind of confusing me. It doesn't set exactly on the footprint that was there for what was the existing house. But what you're telling me now is that there's no house on the property at all?
There is no house on the property. The 2010 plan that you see is just for reference of what they were going to do before. There was an existing house. That's gone. And then they were proposing this house that you see in its place to put on there. They never did any of that. So there is
So
no
the highlighted lines are a proposed house
on the old plan, correct?
on
That
the
is,
old plan?
yes, that is a proposed house. There is no house on the lot at all. And then the smaller print we have is
Okay.
basically
Okay,
taking
very fine.
Yep.
taking that all out of those two things out of there and putting in what we want to.
All right.
Susan, is Susan Coquette there?
Yes,
If you would allow me to share my screen, I could put up a Google map of what we're looking at here.
if I can figure out how to do it, I will.
Okay,
I'm not sure I know how.
and then they have it on the big TV there, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Proposed main.
I don't see how to do it, Bob. Hang on one second.
yeah. Okay.
No, not there. Oh, no. Share screen.
Yeah.
Do you have that down in the bottom, Bob? Can you see what I'm clicking on right there?
No, I have you.
All right, so can you see everybody?
Well, I see you now because you turned the computer.
Well, I know, and I don't want you to, but I'll keep trying to get out of the way.
Right.
If you go down to the bottom of your screen,
Yeah.
do you see where it has security, participants, any of that kind of stuff?
Well, so I don't have security. You might have that because you're the administrator.
Right.
I have
I'm
share
trying to
screen.
see.
If you click on security, it probably can allow you to allow for screen sharing.
Let's try that.
Okay.
All right, see if it does anything now. I just changed the setting on it.
There you go. Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. All right, guys.
So all I'm saying is I think the Coquettes here, that this is the property you're talking about right there, right?
It looks like that. Yeah, it looks like there was a trailer on there at one time. That's no longer there.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And where are you planning to put the house?
Right there. Right there. Right in
Alright.
that spot right there. That opening.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be similar to the house to the left.
This place here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not similar. I'm saying in a similar place. You know what I mean? Where it's at. I'm not saying the house is gonna look like that.
Setback will be similar to the house next door, right? As far as back from the pond.
Yeah, from the yes, it'll be like the one right next to it,
Yeah.
basically. Not the one down in the front where
No,
you see
no.
to the right, but it's gonna be very similar to the one to the left of the property
Okay.
in that same basic position.
And is that an existing pad that's there, or?
They put it, they must have put it there, yeah, for the trailer.
So
Yeah,
you're
the-
looking at building basically where that pad is at?
Well, yeah, it's around that, yeah, a little bit, it's gonna be bigger than that, but yes.
Right.
Yep, right there is like basically you want to call that the center of the house and then some, right in that area. Yes, right there.
Okay. I just wanted to provide that to the perspective to those.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for that. That's excellent. Get a visual now.
There.
So when you drive in, as soon as it makes that turn,
Yep.
that's what it's right there.
Okay.
So if you go further, yeah, as soon as you start to make the turn, it's like right in front of you as you're making the turn. I remember seeing the camper there. down there quite a bit.
No detail on EMF controls here at all.
Here. Erosion
No,
controls.
no, there's no erosion, just expand, this is the new application. Just like, you need for site plan.
Yeah, the old drawing and stuff on, that's already, this part of it's been done, so we'll need to add that for this.
Yeah, this needs a stamp and all the rest.
Like to look at. So,
Yeah, we have we do have a surveyor, Eric Seitz. He's prepared to stamp everything, approve everything as far as he's done the whole dynamics of it all and where it needs to go and everything like that. So we will get it all stamped. This was just a preliminary to show you guys what we're doing, but I won't be going outside of what you see.
And we're gonna need sediment, like sediment control, where it's gonna be and all that, hay bales. So
Yes, stake it.
Eric's doing it, he should know to do
Eric,
all of that.
yeah, Eric's a good man.
Yes, he's great. He's been excellent for us. I mean, he knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
He should know to put in all of that stuff. And
Yep. He was involved with it all.
So I guess we'll table it for this meeting. And
Yep.
see what you come up with for the next set of plans that we can make a decision on.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
There's nothing to make a decision, on. We need something, we need more, right? What's our timeline now?
We presented it last week.
We
So
accepted,
this is second, we accepted it last week, so this is the second week, so we got one more. 30 more days. Yep. So do you have some plans for us by next meeting?
So next month? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
next month.
Yeah, we'll have some plans. Hoping to have them actually sooner than that.
Good.
So, but I mean, as far as the plans, like what exactly are you looking for? I mean, it all staked out and stamped?
Yep.
Yeah, and the erosion control and,
Details of where you're gonna put the silt fence, hay bales and all of that stuff. Eric should know how to do all of that. He'll include
Yeah.
it. He's gonna give you a completed set.
Okay.
it's a site plan to our 2012 regulations.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
It's a site plan on our 2012 regulations.
2012 regulations. Take that down.
I mean, you haven't got yourself in a position where you got a contractor coming in next week or something, have you?
No, I'm
Okay.
trying to dot my i's and cross my t's
Right.
and make
Okay.
sure.
We've had that situation,
I know.
on other occasions.
I've
And
heard.
we tried to help somehow if there's, a commitment that's gonna involve cost. So that's why I'm questioning you on that.
Well, I am, my main things I'm trying to do is with what I have right now. I am meeting tomorrow morning with the electrical, electrical engineer there with the poles and everything, just to
Okay.
make sure that I have that all squared away. I want to make sure I'm good there. And then what I have right now proposed looks like, and depending on what he says, looks like it's good. I might be a foot or two off on the right-hand side where either if I can move the pole, I'm good, or I might need to get a variance, or shrink the house. So I do have a couple of small little glitches that I'm working through. As far as what I see right now, I'm like right tight. I am trying to, get as much as I can because it's a very small lot. I have a lot of, hardships all around me. To try to fit a house on there that's reasonable to put on there for us. We want to live in it, and be there. So it's not like a summer rental or anything like that.
Right.
Well, that'd be good if you get poll locations and that can also be included in the next set of prints you give us.
Yep. The pole location on the older plan is accurate. These were all done by Eric Seitz. So he actually double checked his old prints, but the pole is right there on, if you look at, you see the aerial wires, and then you see the pole.
Sorry.
Yep. Oh. There.
Yeah, so that is accurate.
Okay.
But I'll have, you know, once I have ours finalized, I can put all that in there too.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, just comes off the road, off this way, goes all the way down. And then actually comes.
Comes up the old Ten Rod Road, don't it?
Yeah.
So once you guys see that, I mean, just a preliminary for me, does everything seem okay though? Like we'll be okay? Once it's all on there, I mean, do you guys see any issues?
Oh, it's existing.
I didn't, you know, I mean, there would be issues if you already didn't have the existing septic in the well.
Yeah,
You can't do much about that, so.
Yep.
You're non-conforming at this time.
yeah. The way it currently sits, it doesn't conform, but the stuff's already in the ground, so it's existing structure.
Correct.
So.
What's the case law on that?
It exists.
It exists, yeah.
Is there any of the existing old foundation that building got moved off of still there?
No, there's nothing there at all. No foundation, no nothing.
Just a dirt pad then, right?
Say that again?
Just a dirt pad, is this?
Yes. Yes, there's nothing there. It's been prepped for a house, you know what I mean? The ground has already been dug out, rocks have been cleared out when they put the septic and everything in, and it was, I believe it was approved for that house already, for that other house, because they got a variance and everything.
Okay. Be all right if we walk the property and look at it?
Absolutely. Eric had me dig up the septic tank and everything so that he could get exact measurements to make sure it is where it is and all the, you know, he's very thorough. So when you come over there, you'll see that that's open and staked out already so that he was able to snap a line to it. I can actually, he's actually on vacation next week. He sent me that, so I won't probably be able to get anything for him next week, but I will definitely get something to you right after that when he gets back. And he has some detailed stuff that he can show you exactly where everything is.
You know,
We've already, as far
you
as
know,
like,
if the old septic tank is taken out of there, they show this, the older print that you guys shows an abandoned septic tank in it.
Right near the CLP power lines there, there's a round disc in it.
You know, if that was removed, did he do that?
from what I was told, everything is gone out of there. I don't know 100%.
Yeah, this is, I'll tell you the name of
But
it.
we've been-
Everything.
We have everything approved from the Uncasville Health District for that whole septic
Yep,
Okay.
good.
installed and done and completed.
Smart.
Will Gosson was the registered sanitarian that approved everything.
Nope.
And you can contact Al Goslin was the one that approved it all.
Can we table this to August? Yeah, timetable.
No, we got 3 more days, right? Well, we take these- He submitted last month.
Yeah.
This month,
The table and this one.
the table this month.
Can we table it to August if they'll give us double grade?
Well, let's see how we, when he comes up with next month to plan it.
Yeah.
It might be something that, I mean,
It'd be done,
if we do a site walk and he comes up with a real good set of plans.
I just didn't know if he's gone to it for the July week, so.
We are trying to,
We got 4th of July.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Oh,
all,
I
just,
should have said that. You should just say 4th of July.
I know.
There's still a meeting scheduled for July.
doesn't mean we'll be here, it's vacation time.
What's it scheduled for?
What's the next meeting date? July,
I'll go find out.
hold on, we're checking the meeting date for July.
Okay. We are trying to get this finalized so we can, the foundation.
I don't want to squeeze them.
Well, we can make a meeting a date, I mean, if it happens to fall on a holiday.
Go one day or the other.
Move it ahead a week.
Yeah.
Or whatever, have a special meeting, that's all, I help it out.
I mean, this is genius. Do, you know, cite it, do the work. And they built the house. Just
It's just big enough.
it's more than big enough. It's oversized by
Right.
it's 50%. That's 50% larger than it needs to be. It's, you know, that's 1,000 gallons tank, those 4 foot, 12 foot galleries and 60 feet of that. And then there's an extra.
We just look at the numbers out of curiosity. Is there?
July
is it designed-
1st.
So it says these are.
Oh,
July 1st is what you guys scheduled it for. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
I didn't see it.
I don't think it says, gallon. And then on the other one, it says the.
Our next meeting is July 1st.
All right.
7:30 still?
Yep, so if you get a hold of Eric, you don't get going on the bridge.
And what do we do? Do they want me to bring stuff down to the, Allentown? What do I need to do?
So you guys need another set of prints, but these ones that are all stamped and done and,
Right,
Yep.
give us a final set. This was real good to give us, something to talk about, to discuss, to bring up whatever issues that we could see. Now, if we get one stamped and with the EMS measures in it and that,
okay.
and if we do a site walk up there, it should get you close to being approved.
Okay. And again, like I said, Joe has been on the lot and the property. So I don't know if anyone has spoken to him, but
If you want to come to the next meeting, you're more than welcome to.
okay.
We have plenty of room in the audience.
1,275.
Say that again?
We have plenty of room in the audience. If you want to
Okay.
come down to the next meeting.
Yes, I'll gonna plan on being there, 7:30, July 1st.
Yep,
Okay.
beautiful.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to table this to July 1st, 2021 meeting.
Motion made,
I'll second.
seconded. Motion made and seconded to table to July 1st meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Table the next meeting, July 1st, 7:30.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good
You're
evening.
welcome. Have a nice evening.
You too.
All right, next. Wow.
You know, he's got no reserve, so what he's got already in the ground.
Yeah, right down the road. Also,
All right. No higher ranks than I would.
All right. Tom Bosco, 20 Beachview Extension, landscaping and patio, retaining wall construction. Next item on the agenda.
You're gonna clean up the prints for us from last month.
I couldn't lighten them up. I'd love to explain them to you guys a little bit more.
Yeah, I just don't remember his recommendation or clarification. That's very difficult.
Yeah, I'd like to to walk you through them, and then the smaller prints are a little lighter. I don't know if we included those in here. If not, I can distribute this one.
Y'all might look at your big screen there too. I have the property up there displayed right now,
So
Yep.
right there.
no, it's not really dark. See, I sent them via email, but this one here is actually probably the best one. And I can toss that around here. Again, if you guys want me to speak, if you have any questions, okay. You want me to try it on the big one, or do you want to, the other one over there? It's pretty simple actually, because there's no building going up. It's really just landscaping. What had happened was the client called me last fall. There was a septic system that was put in up here, and they had unearthed a bunch of boulders. I mean, a bunch of boulders. And he said to me, well, what do we do with all these boulders? And he had a slope here that honestly didn't have much good vegetation on it at all. It was a lot of sandy loam soils. And he said, you know, we want to beautify this and we want to stabilize. I said, well, don't get rid of the rocks then. Right? We'll do a boulder wall. So what we ended up proposing here was a boulder wall that kind of loops around. Okay, there's two boulder walls. So there's going to be one here, and then one up on the top. Okay. So basically where we see these granite steppers, okay, those would be to get down the hillside here. And these are just a reclaimed granite curving so they can access. These are already, there's three existing steps, I guess you can say, that kind of sit in there already. And we're just trying to, and there's a set of steps already here that are concrete. So we would just, to make it look a little more natural, we'd be putting these the reclaimed granite curving. That's what they are, just to make it look a little more natural. So that's what those are, and the same thing over here, just access. But our main goal really is to stabilize this hillside and make it look.
Are you unearthing anything, moving any dirt for disturbance?
So this is all planting with a shovel in here. So we're not doing anything.
Okay.
The only thing that was already disturbed, obviously, some of these potatoes are, they're 6
Size
feet
of
around.
wood.
Yeah, they're huge. And so, you know, just to stabilize it quick, and I called Joe and said, hey, you know, got a thing over here. And he came and looked at it. He says, well, you have my permission to set some of those boulders in place to kind of hold that bank until we get it to the commission.
So you've already set the rocks?
Yeah, a lot of them are kind of roughly set, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, and so it was a goal to stabilize the bank, because this was all, it was late fall, right? And this was all torn up. And so we couldn't really get any kind of germination, even like an annual ride, because it was so late. So he says to me, well, let's put the boulder wall kind of just roughly in place. And then you got to stop there before we can go to the.
Did you hay it? So it's stable?
It's stable, yeah. And actually since then, he gave me permission to stabilize this. So now you can see by this, how it's not green, right? It's all brown. It was crabgrass all in here. Well, as of, you know, the other day when I went out, it's all green now. I put a landscaper's mix in there. So there's a rye fescue bluegrass mix. It's coming up real nice. So this whole section up here is now stabilized where the septic is.
And anything near the pond, you're not touching that?
It's just plants. They're all perennial. So they're one gallon.
So there's no disturbance to
No,
address?
so the only thing, just to be blatantly honest with you, there's this flagstone, natural flagstone patio. Our goal is to make it permeable so that we're not having any impervious surface. We do have to dig a little bit here just to get some gravel in there. But we were on site the other day talking about it, and you guys know this area, there's boulders just holding that whole beach. I said, we don't want to dig any more than we need to. We're going to kind of just scrape the loam a little bit. I want to use like dry grits, like geosynthetic grit, to help base stabilization. And then we'll build the patio on top of that. So there's not going to be much. And it's all going to be 3/4 inch clear crushed stone. It was permeable underneath there, that dry grit material.
Okay.
That's the only hardscape element really beyond the boulder wall and the steps. The rest is all plants. So again, the idea is there's a lot of plants. Yes.
So, the boulder wall, be basically one boulder high. Is that what you're doing?
Yep. The bigger boulders on the bottom tier.
And then, and then, where the plantings on, it's gonna be sloped to the next wall, or you're gonna plateau it fairly flat?
Yeah,
or-
I can tell you just in layman's terms, since we're all standing here, right? The first wall, the boulders are probably about 4 feet. Okay. And then there's a slight gradient that goes up maybe from that, maybe 2 feet, maybe 2 to 3 feet.
And how
tops
far
to
is it
the
to the
top.
next wall?
How far is it? It's probably a distance of, it varies a little bit. It narrows as you get towards this end of it, right? I'd say the widest is probably 8 feet, and then it goes down to 6. So
That's
as it
not
goes,
much of a fit.
Is that the property up on the screen?
it is. I can point to that if you wish.
No, that-
Oh, I didn't know
okay,
if you blow it up.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys know this, the people's houses, the next house up is the Grabowski house. Jim Grabowski, he just died last year.
They're working on it.
And that's Genevieve's died like, I don't know, 5 years ago. Anyway, I've raked the leaves on his property. I know very well.
Okay. Have you got enough boulders to work with?
More than enough.
More than enough.
Yeah.
Don't to bring any in.
The only filling we'd be doing is between the 2 boulder walls to get some good loam in there, some topsoil that we can plant in. Because it's pretty rough. There's boulders.
Is your patio right on the edge of the pond? Just.
It goes, yeah, to be honest, there's a little boulder. This is all like a little boulder wall, right along the edge. Yep. And it does go up to it. Where you see green is ground cover. Okay, so that is vegetation in there. And again, they're permeable joints in here as well.
Yeah, I'm really I'm handicapped.
I
It's
understand.
not
I apologize.
I like what I see. I don't see.
This septic was done in the fall, you said,
It
or
was.
did we? I was in here, and I was in our first night. So,
Yeah, I had nothing to do with the septic, so
Oh,
I really don't know.
did that come before the commission to have no?
What did they do?
For a permit for that? They did septic work.
I
I don't remember. I was really busy in the fall, so I don't think I attended the fall meeting, so I don't remember.
just because they did the septic and last year doesn't mean the permits weren't older.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I
I had no
don't-
idea. If you called me after it was already.
I don't remember,
I don't remember. After a while, they all start blending together.
I just wondered, it'd be nice to look at that, so.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of, I mean, that's a great lot. It's one of the best lots. on
Let me ask you this, was it retail, was it?
I really don't know.
You don't know?
Honestly, I don't know. He called me right as they were finishing.
If it was repaired, they probably didn't have to pull a permit.
It might have been. I'm sure you guys, it was Norman.
I would assume, I don't know, so the whole house was sort of renovated like 4 years ago. So, they probably ran into a problem. If they ran into a problem, it was just a repair, but it had to have been a new septic. Because,
Well, 4 years ago, I think, I would remember that on that.
so Genevieve died maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know. After she died is when they did all the work on the house.
'Cause I think Kathy was last one. I don't know her maiden name. She grew up in this house.
Yeah.
There in Summers.
Evelyn's or Genevieve's her sister.
Okay, and so so they still own this one here. And the kids are getting older, they're in college, and mom's getting married actually this summer. So anyway, with the growing family, they have a
You see these people next door moving rocks or something?
I just like to know what's under the ground, that's all.
I don't know.
not many boulders anymore.
I don't care about the mold.
Yeah. All stabilized nice.
That's nothing to do with you.
No, I understand.
Yep.
The road is very small.
We wanted to do it over a Google Earth so we could kind of show you what was there now, but this represents kind of that first boulder wall right along here. It looks like somebody years ago probably had kind of a similar thing here. It wasn't really good grass, and there's a lot of, notice the other day, a lot of perennials that are making their way up. So maybe somebody had it planted all at one point. Maybe not as dense as we're gonna have it planted, but there's some daylilies and.
Yeah, 10 years ago it was well maintained.
Was it? Okay.
But I haven't got to look all around. What's the distance of your proposed work area there.
Yep.
I know this is all work area.
Yeah, no
so I
problem. The scale's
understand
pretty accurate, so it's 70 feet here. Yep.
that. Okay.
So, yeah, that's 70. That's 70, we're probably about 50, yeah, 60 or 50. Yep.
And what's the elevation range? You got any idea at all?
Yeah, I think it's maybe a total of, I had to guess maybe about 6 feet from the very top here now.
Yeah.
Which was brought up slightly because of the septic.
Nothing to-
Yep. And then if you were standing on it, it's about 6 feet.
Oh, that's something.
Where's the well located? Up near the road?
I believe it's up here. I don't know for certain, but I haven't seen it anywhere down.
I think it's up in the drive. There's the road that
Yep.
what makes the turn.
Right.
There's a wall here, and
Mhm.
there's a parking area right here.
Yep.
I think it's right at the end of the parking area.
Good memory. Yeah, how do you say that? I think it's so there.
I'm intimately familiar with these two properties.
Yeah.
We'll get a clean roll copy for the file.
This is the one I wrote up. Yes, it's kind of the original, if you will. But yeah, those didn't come up today. Are these the ones I emailed?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're gonna keep the original file.
Okay,
It's-
clear.
Yeah, it's,
I might have, actually, let me see, there's two of those.
Interested to see like an overlay of all the setbacks for the wells, that corner, things start to get really tight.
Yeah.
And all the wells are, several wells that are really close to each other, right in that top corner. So all those houses like they start hanging on the side of that ledge.
Yep.
And the back end of them is the only place they can put the wells, so they're all like stacked on top of each other.
stack of 550 wells.
Do they have to go deep? I mean, with the pond, and do they really have?
500 feet. You can see the pond.
Really?
You could slink, you can throw a rock to the pond and you would get any water.
Really? There's a ledge. Is what it is?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the lake, there's plenty of water,
No kidding.
not on,
Bennett Road, 500 foot wells.
No kidding.
Yeah, well, guys love them.
Well, yeah. They go from Bennett.
Oh, you don't get any flat rate prices.
Yeah, right.
You just keep going.
And maybe this one, if it's clear, it's a little lighter than those others. You might want that one in there too. That one's not.
So in none of this, do I see any emission control, other people that, can we show something in permanent paperwork?
There is something in place right now. Yeah, when Joe came out, he wanted to make sure there was something in place during the off season. So it's right below the lower boulder wall right now. There's a.
Okay.
Okay, but we need,
Something the other, I was asking about the pond.
Sure,
So you're saying you're gonna be digging bushes with a hand shovel.
Yeah, it's perennials and small shrubs right up to
So
it.
that's not really a big issue for erosion.
well,
The patio, I'll ask the question, that's big and open.
Yeah.
Is this edge stone?
It's all stone.
it's an old existing,
So you're not gonna be pounding silt fence?
It's a hard time getting silt fence in there. If you guys want, I can put a wall, right along the bottom side of the straw wall. That would probably be most feasible.
That 20-foot area, definitely.
the only thing I'm saying is I'd like to have showed as a permanent record, if there was some kind of control, put in there. So, 2 years down the line, as it gets kicked back to it or anything. Well, so down the street didn't have to do,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying?
As, for the record tonight, I can say as a contractor, I can state that we'll make sure this property is controlled, whether it be just for a while or whatever you want. you know, for
Yeah, that's
construction.
fine, that's easy, when you have a way to snake out there.
I think it's most feasible too, because trying to get silt fence along there.
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
But I also would like to have one of these documents stated if you put, or one for, proposed for,
Yep.
just going by.
Yeah.
If we make a motion to accept it with the addition that you put a straw wattle against the shoreline where we're working.
It'll be minutes.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense, and I have no problem doing it.
And I kind of like the idea that you stabilize and the project itself is an ENS issue, stopping the erosion.
Oh, yeah, I got no problem with the wording, but
Just want to make sure
just
we're
cover
protecting
the technical, you know,
I completely get it.
the liability in.
Sure. I sit on the knowledge button. I deal with this all the time, so I have no problem.
Oh, okay, great.
I know what to do.
So you can relate to us asking.
I know exactly. I'm listening here.
You hear me say, I wish we could print earlier so I can look these things over. I was telling him.
Oh, yeah.
You get a set of prints thrown in front of you. And don't really have time to digest them.
Sure.
I mean, these are simple. You probably get a lot more complicated than.
It's some interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Take a green magic marker and draw it into one of them and so we can put it on file or something, you know, and label it, whatever.
Actually,
It's in the minutes. I'll make sure to follow up within whatever amount of days you guys think is appropriate. I'll get it mailed or.
you got a magic marker?
Yeah,
Draw the line on the, draw the one on our.
No, so that it stands out. That's why it's got green one.
You wanna,
Black, anyway.
which one do you want for submission? The one of the smaller ones or?
A nice clean one. This is pretty tough to say what we're approving.
There was one I handed down this way that we were gonna use. It was a lighter colored one. These. It was made underneath here. I think it's the one underneath here. Yep.
What do you think this job is gonna start?
As soon as you guys give me approval. They're anxious, obviously, it's kind of torn up right now and they'd like to.
Well, that's why we need that pretty picture you're
Well,
drawing.
here we go. I'll do it the whole way across.
Well,
Yeah, it moves, so.
Yeah. And if you got, even if you kind of somehow skirted it up like just a little bit,
Up the hillside a bit.
yeah, you know, a little bit. Be clever.
Just gonna label it straw wattle.
Yeah.
Use control.
How you moving them big boulders around? Got a little mini grader in there?
So the ones that are left to kind of move around are small enough where the mini can do it mainly from the top. Yeah, the
One move around a little bit.
gentleman who was doing the septic had quite a large excavator, and he kind of placed them there. What Joe said, it was good to stabilize it.
Where's the boundary line here? This bush right here?
Yeah, it's a really thin line.
Just right.
Yep. That line that comes down there.
Yep, yep. Okay, there.
The trees.
It's, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Which is, wait, we put a few more in there just for some privacy.
Mhm.
You know, just that these larger ones are up here.
There's, you guys notice the stone walkway right here?
Yeah,
I cut down that tree, put that walkway in when Jim got out of the hospital, otherwise they wouldn't have been home.
really.
Because well, if you go from the top of his
It
property,
is,
it's
yeah.
25 feet straight down, so unless they had a walkway, they wouldn't let him go home.
Easy regrets, no good. No, makes sense. That's the record.
Okay. Any questions, thoughts? I'd like to make a motion to accept the application for John Bosco, 20 Beach View Extension with the addition of the straw wattle for ENS as our image that we've got for the application.
Motion made,
Okay, I'll second.
seconded. All in favor?
I,
Opposed?
Bob,
Bob? All, motion made, and seconded, okay?
Bob approves, 2 thumbs up.
Zoom.
So carried.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
New business. Nothing. Correspondence. Joe's not here tonight, so no wages report. Any other business pending?
The only thing-
Any other business, Bob? Anything you got?
Well, I would just say this is that, it's not really business, but, it's, I just would like to make a notation here that, Rick Williams passed away here in, early January. He was a member of this commission for 20 years.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be nice to make a note in the minutes that we were thinking of him. He's going to be buried this 2 days from now. So his obit appeared in the Norwich Bulletin today, and I just thought it would be nice for us to honor him as a member of this commission for 20 years in the past.
Good deal. Next on the item, adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 8:45 PM.
Motion made,
I'll second that.
seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Very
Opposed?
good.
That's it, we're out of here. Thank you. See you.
How long you been on, Wetlands in Mark?
So Susan,
Yes.
hey, good job.
Oh, thank you.
So you know what? I really in the future I think I need to kind of like donate a little computer or something there and
Yeah.
have it set up to where it's just got a little computer and a
Indian leaf and down that way.
and a camera. Just get right up there.
A little bit.
But
no-
we'll talk. I'll talk with
Well, it's getting better every time we're doing it. We've been doing it long enough, right?
I spent half the day on Zoom today. Oh, well, good. But thank you very much for getting it going and
All right.